Bring it here. No. Okay. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Whew. Since I up this morning, feeling a lot better. Uh, Figured I'd come on here and do a post infusion check-in this morning. It's been a while since we've done mornings anyway, so yeah. I can tell you it was a whirlwind. After leaving my infusion treatment, it was a whirlwind. Um, yeah, it kicked in when I was almost home. So, good morning. Good morning, sis. How you doing? How are you? Honey, that's Milton Leroy hitting the hitting my phone, causing it to. Good morning, Lamont. How are you doing? Oh, like I said, I feel a lot better. I can say one thing: the high dose of steroids has really helped. I'm great. I'm great. I don't have any complaints this morning. Not ever. I don't ever have complaints. So, like I said, I might have a few issues here and there, but I don't ever have any complaints. Um, the high dose of steroids that they put me on pre-infusion and after, because the day of, I think I got like a double dose, maybe a triple dose, because I took the high dose here and then they gave me more there. It has helped, but that's only for 5 days, so yeah, I don't get to continue that high dose. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No oxygen tank this morning. It's right there. Um, the reason being because I'm still, I'm still sick on my stomach. So if I have to make a mad dash, I don't want to trip over it, and I don't want to get caught up in it. Uh, Looks like that's gonna be the last part to leave, the stomach issues, and it's a lot better than it was first few days. Um, I didn't even make it home. I didn't make it home. I made it within the city limits Tuesday before I had to pull over. And from there, everything is kind of sketchy. I talked to Melvin. I talked to Cousin. I talked to Queen B. Um, I am thankful that I did make it almost home before it kicked in. But when it kicked in big time. Um, and Melvin got me some help. So I have to. I told Melvin thank you. He did a great job. He got me some help, and I got home. Y'all, the next day I pick out the window, look at my car to make sure that it was still intact, because I do remember some things. But yeah, she's still intact now. She used to off-roading anyway. We weren't off-roading, but she is used to off-roading. But I was gonna come on the next day, and do a post-infusion follow-up, but I was not in any shape. And like I said, I'm still feeling the effects of it. And I looked it up and it said it could go on for weeks. So it looks like I'll be forcing myself to eat if it goes on past the day. I can do a few days without eating, but yeah, I don't want to do 14 or anywhere close to that right now. I was supposed to have my grandbaby this morning. Brittany, you know Missy. You've seen Missy before. I was supposed to have her this morning, but her mom worked out other arrangements, so so I won't be keeping her. Well, I was gonna say you get some rest too, but you're probably at work. You can't get any rest this morning, but it's the weekend. It's Friday, so you can definitely get some rest. And I want to know what other sarcoidosis infusion patients, what do they do? Yeah. What do they do? I mean, they give me, in my pre-meds, they give me Pepsi to help with the stomach issues. But like I said, this new dose is 700. And when I tell you I felt every bit of that, 700 milligrams, it was like taking Epicap syrup. Yeah. And X-Lax. It was a mess. Like I said, my stomach, the pains were worse than the actual nausea, vomiting, and other stuff, but the stomach pains, and that's a lot better. Yes, yeah, I will. Yes, she is. That's the little black cat. Um, like I said, I was gonna babysit her this morning because she's getting ready to leave us, and her mother had she had clinicals this morning, so um, I'm guessing that she canceled her clinicals. She probably didn't want her leaving here on my watch, because y'all know I would be tore up, and I'm gonna be messed up. She almost 23 years old. She'll be 20. We will have had her for 23 years in June. Um, so she's tired, and she's showing signs, and so right now I guess it's just my daughter making a decision as to when, you know. But I was prepared to keep her, and you know I and and say my see you later. Y'all see that little boy, and what he's watching is his own shadow on the other wall. Like, hey, Christopher, good morning. Christopher, I know you remember Missy. The little black cat, she's been with me, and you remember Mister too. Oh, who is he gone now? Oh, oh, Milton. Oh yeah, yeah. He jumped off thinking he could get to his own shadow on the other wall. Yeah. Um. Yes, Christopher. So, like I was telling them, I was supposed to be keeping her this morning, so that's why I'm up. I purposely, when they called me last night, I purposely didn't take my medication over in the morning because I wanted to be up when she got here so I could watch her. And that was going to be my plan all day. I was going to make her a swaddle, and she was going to be attached to me all day long, um, until her mom came and picked her up. So, like I said, I guess she decided not to go to clinicals today and stay with her. Because like I said, y'all know, I would have been over here laid out if Missa had passed on my watch. But I know she's tired. Like I said, she's 22, almost 23. So I know she's tired, and she know her Granny love her, you know. She know I love her. And I don't know if everybody takes their pet children leaving them the way I do. I've gotten a lot better. I may be, I may cut up, but not as long. And I don't see them leaving me as a punishment anymore. When I was younger, I felt like death was a personal dig to me. Anybody that I loved that passed away, I felt like that was, a personal. I took it really personal. Like, how could God allow them to leave me? He knows, that I need him, that I love him. But that's, it's a part of life. It still hurts. But it's a part of life. Um, and all of my pet children live a long time. Grandchildren, pet children. They all, live a long life. They live a great life. You know, Missy has gone through all of my 23, well, 22, 21. Let's give her 21. Let's give her 20. Years of my mental health turmoil. She has been a great support. Um, so she's done she's done a great job. She's been a nurse, a doctor, a therapist, everything. A comforter, a listening ear, everything. So, and it's just time for her to rest. Yeah. No more talking back. Beating up the cause Bissy, I'm not Bissy, but Missy she got the pit bulls in line. Cause I've had pit bulls, live in the house, and she live with two dogs now. Well, two children now. So she's always gotten them in line, and we've always taught them. Missy was was here first, not first among the cats, but first, with the dogs. So we would always tell them, if it come down to anybody leaving, it'll be one of y'all, not Missy. And her nickname is Monkey Girl. She left home every morning, 6 o'clock, 7 days a week. She had to go outside. She had a job to do. She was out there slaughtering everything, the whole family of mice, rats, whatever, and come back in after dark, eat, get her some water, and go to bed. Wake up, do it all over again. So she finally retired from her security. We call it security. She retired from her security job back in 2012. And she never got over 4 pounds. She did one time, but that's because I was feeding ice cream and lunch meat. And then she ended up with a fatty liver and almost passed away. So she made it through that. And now she's back, back at her normal weight, under 4 pounds. And like I said, still running the house. Smallest thing in the house, running the house. We used to tell the dogs, don't look in the eyes. And it was like, if they look in the eyes, she was gonna hit them. And she rode. Car ride, nothing for her. Ride better than the dogs. Just like Milton. Great car ride. Mhm. There was one time. Okay. Okay, Lamont. Thank you for coming in. I'm not going to be on long. Like I said, I was up and just wanted to do a post infusion check in. And I done got started on missing. But yeah. If y'all don't see me for a few days, y'all will know why. But I'm going to make another personal commitment to come on every day, because even though I completed the January personal challenge coming on every day. Sometimes the longer you're gone, the longer you it takes to come back. So, and that's not why I started this journey. I started this journey to be present and to be transparent. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And if I have to keep making a personal challenge day by day, week by week, month by month, that's what I'll do. Y'all, my baby Silly, he chasing his own shadow. Bless his heart. But he is his mama's child. It'd probably be my own shadow, probably be something that would fascinate me. But yeah. Um, so like I said, I'm gonna do my best to come on every day for the rest of this month. I don't have another treatment until next month on the 10th. But I have plenty of doctor's appointments, so I can come on around those. Like I said, my stomach issues from the treatment is getting better. It's better, definitely better than it was yesterday. But you know how you still feel that your mouth still waters? That's why I don't have the oxygen on, because it just feels like in a minute, it could go. Um, and plus with the high dose of steroids, my breathing is better. I know that is not going to, um, I can't do the high dose of steroids like that, every day. So I'm enjoying the effects of them. Definitely I am enjoying the effects of them. Honey, because Missy, they were saying that she's stopped breathing a few times. And that's why, I was gonna keep her today, because my daughter, nobody would be there with her. And I was like, honey, Missy finna be wearing this oxygen today. If I gotta split the hose, she get half, I get half. She was definitely gonna be getting this oxygen today. But like I said, her mama knew. She knew that it may not have been wise for her to be with me today, and because I know that I've said my see you later to Missy, and because I know that she is tired, um, whatever my daughter decides to do, whenever she decides to make that call, and I know it's not an easy call to make, because I've had to make it a few times. First time I had to make that call, y'all, it was a mess. It was a mess. And I tortured myself with my decision for years. Because I'm like, if that were my human child, would I have done that? But at the end of the day, I didn't want him to suffer. And what brought me comfort was my veterinarian. Knowing that he is not in the business of putting them down. He's in the business of saving life. Putting them down just goes along with it, But he's into taking care of them. And surely if my decision was not the right decision, he would not have done it. He had advised me that it was time to do it. And I was like, no, not yet. And he didn't argue with me. He just let me take him home. And things got worse. And so I called him back and I was like, yeah, it's time. So, but like I said, even with that, I still tortured myself with the decision for years that I had made. Oh, y'all hear Alexa. Mm, mm, mm. But yeah, so like I said, I know it's not an easy decision to make, and with time, and like I said, you don't want them to suffer. So I know that yeah, she'll do what she needs to do for the sake of our little girl. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. To change the subject a little bit, because I just thought about it when I looked in the camera. Throughout all of the sickness, nausea, vomiting, all of that, sweats, chills, this wig is still glued on. It's still glued on. I'm gonna get the name of that stuff. I have it for you. Um, I could put it in the description of this video. But yes, this wig is still on. So that is some absolute, I mean, that stuff is, it's great. It says that it's waterproof, and it really is, because along with the infusions come, the sweats, chills, all of that stuff. So I have made it through all of that, and the wig's still intact. So we taking it off today. I know they said that you could leave it on. Um, for some people do a month, or close. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I got to see what's going on up under there, which I'm pretty sure ain't nothing. But I'm just nosy like that. And plus, clean it and give it a good brushing, and we'll see. It might go back on. It might be something else. Or it might be nothing at all. But yeah, I just want to say that before I got off of here. That if you are, oh, y'all know what? I could go get it, but that means I gotta get up. But so yeah, I'll try to remember to link it in the description of this video. If you're looking for some good wig glue, and you have like, I'm pretty sure it will work for like hot flashes and all of that, because that's basically what it is. The flushing feeling where I feel really hot. It feels like you do right before you faint. That hot feeling that you get, and you break out into a sweat, cold sweat. That's what it feels like. So, like I said, it's made it through days, of me doing that. So that's why I said it's time for it to come off today. I feel another one coming right now while I'm talking about it. I guess I spoke it up. I don't know. But yeah. So like I said, not didn't come on to stay long this morning. Just came on to give y'all a update on my post infusion treatment, and to ask if anyone else is having to take Remicade infusions. What do you do for your stomach? What do you take? Like I said, I take Pepsi before, and I have because it's bloating, it's hurting, stomach cramps, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, all of that stuff. So, what do you take, if anything? Because I need to know. I got the pre-infusion stuff kind of down pat, eating breakfast and doing all of that stuff. But I need to know about post-infusion, care. So yeah, if you watch this video on the replay, you have any suggestions, let me know. Drop them in the comments. They would greatly be appreciated. Milton Leroy is running wild, and I'm pretty sure he's running like that because he feels my emotions. Because I am a little bit upset this morning, like I said, about my grandbaby, but I'm okay with the decision that will be made, because I know she's tired. She's tired, and there's no sense in her, suffering. for our selfishness, just because we want to still be here. And she's not going anywhere, you know. Spiritually, she'll still be with us. Um, so yeah, but she had something to do on this earth, and it's taken almost 23 years with us. So she's done it. She's done it. Like I said, she's seen me in the pits of depression, and she's seen me happy. So she definitely fulfilled her role in my life. And I will forever be grateful for my pet children, for my grandchildren, you know. So yeah. Y'all know if I start crying, my nose don't work and lungs don't work, so we're not gonna do that. So I am gonna go ahead and get off of here. I may see y'all later. Just depending on, you know, the happens of the day with her. But if I don't, I will definitely see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow is the weekend, honey. Yeah, I hope everybody has a great Friday. And I'm sorry. Thank you, Christopher. You too. You too. And I'm gonna go back and take me a nap. I'm gonna take the meds that I didn't take this morning because I was expecting to have Missy. I'm gonna go ahead and take those and go on. Thank you. When is Valentine's Day? Oh, that's tomorrow. Oh, wow. Thank you, Christopher. I guess I don't have a reason to keep up with that. But like I said, y'all know my days and everything run together anyway, so I don't really keep up with the dates. Not unless I have an appointment. That's the only time. But I have, you know, reminders set for those, so I don't really have to know what day it is. More money out of your pocket. uh, well, it'll be okay. I'm pretty sure it's well worth it. I'm pretty sure it's well worth it. Because if not, you would not be spending money on it. So I'm pretty sure that's a love that's well worth any amount that you spend, and probably would be satisfied if you didn't spend a dime, you know, or a penny. Yeah. Y'all, my little boy, he got to run off this energy. Like I said, he probably just feeding off of me. I'm pretty sure he is because he's been rubbing up against my legs um, and running. So he probably just feeding off my energy. So once I calm down a little bit, he'll settle down too. It's something. It's something. But you know, you're going to act like who raised you. You're going to have the emotions of who raised you. Same with pet children. Same with pet children. Now, I don't know where he got that kleptomaniac stuff from. Because that is definitely not me. But he got more than a touch in him. He's a full-fledged kleptomaniac, Milton Leroy is. And he needs intervention. He needs rehab. He needs something to help get him in line. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I'm gonna say Happy Valentine's Day because I didn't realize it was tomorrow. Y'all know today is Friday the 13th? I did realize that last night. Used to be a time when I would not leave the house on Friday the 13th. I would call in from work and I would keep my kids home from school. Y'all, I was silly as all get out. And how I stopped doing that, I ended up one day at work and was writing on the date on the chart, and it was the 13th. And I was like, Nothing happened. I made it okay. Kids are at school. Everything is okay. Huh. I guess we can start leaving the house on Friday 13th. Just silly. Silly. Mm. Okay, y'all. Happy Friday. Have a fantastic day. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming. And like I said, if anybody knows anything that will help with these stomach issues after taking a Remicade infusion for sarcoidosis, please let me know. Please. I need it. I need something. I need your help. I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Have a great day. Oh, Milton Leroy says, have a fantastic Friday as well. I told them.